Greetings! Oh, there's not enough space on the screen for them. It is I, Brickule, and these are my Adeptes Astartes of the Ultra Smurfs Legion from Rebutte Girly Man, as some may call him. But no, seriously, I do kind of like the Ultramarines. They're kind of... No, I'd prefer Space Wolves. But Lego Blue was what I had more of. I did not have much Sand Blue, so maybe eventually I'll make some Space Wolves. So these are my Ultramarines. I have had them together for quite a while. I mean, I believe I displayed my Dreadnought with 4 Marines back in Brick World 2011. So I've probably had these together for 8 years at least. 2011. Yeah, so I've had these together for about 8 years. I've added a couple more Marines. The Dreadnought used to be mostly blue, but since I kept him together so long, I made him a venerable Dreadnought. Added gold bits and made him more fancy. Some crap's falling out under the table. Hold on. It's me sorting tray. Move out of the way, sorting tray. Anyway, this is my Space Marines. So, most of the infantry, you know, they're all minifigures. They're not minifigure scale. They're not going to tower over a normal minifig to look like an Astartes, and then that means the Dreadnought's not as big as it should be. But to a minifig, it's pretty good. It gets the idea across, and I have fun playing with them. Because these are great for Brick Wars. Although most of these guys are Space Marine Devastators. So they're mostly heavy gunner guys. So, let's look at the minifigs first. Get the Dread out of the way. So the first one I made was this veteran guy, meant to be a veteran of the Tyranid War on Macragge. He actually won a minifig contest online once. That was cool. Got me a gift card for some custom accessories. But yeah, I painted old Lego sword, so it kind of looked like a power weapon. You know, it's got like little electric bolts going through it. Custom cloth there on the waist, and painted Brick Forge armor, put a tiny decal on the center, made this flag for him. You know, yeah, looks pretty cool. His legs are really old, they don't want to stay on the stand. But yeah, he was my first dude, which is fitting as he is the veteran. So he leads the squad. His stand came off. Oh well, we'll just put him aside. And then I had originally 2 more painted guys just as standard tactical Marines, but then I rebuilt them to have heavy weapons. So this one is a las cannon Devastator. I had fun making all the little backpacks and the weapons for them. Unfortunately, I don't have a good helmet to use to look like a Space Marine helmet, although I think some of the Nexo Knight helmets might work. I need to look into those. That would be nice. But until then, all these guys have no helmets, which is fine because they're for Brick Wars. We don't want our guys too well protected, because where's the fun in winning? There's a lot of fun in winning. Next up, a heavy bolter with a special effect bit on the end. Let me get that out of the way. So this guy's having fun with a heavy bolter, laying down some suppressing fire in the name of the Emperor. I didn't really have a way to connect the bolter to his backpack. Oh, his stand came off. These legs are kind of old. Didn't really have a way to connect the backpack to the bolter, but I did make it look like, you know, there's like an ammo box for it underslung under there. So you can kind of imagine that the backpack supplies to his weapon, which is a pretty simple build, but it gets a, you know, it does look like a bolter. Oh, dang nabbit. Oh, whatever. Okay, we're done looking at that guy. He doesn't want to stay together. He's seen too many things. The Tyranids are in his mind. No, they're not, for he is a space marine, and he shall know no fear. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm happy that I can talk, because hooray, antibiotics, woo. Here's another Space Marine Devastator. I quite like his weapon. It is a plasma cannon. Not really much to his backpack, although there's a hose going to it. It's a bit more yellow than I'd like, but, you know, it works with his yellow skin, kind of brings it out. And again, these are for Brick Wars. They're not supposed to be perfect. I do like the transparent, was that medium green? Yeah, for plasma weapons. So yeah, he's pretty cool. There's not really much painting to him. He's just got a little yellow spot on him. Oh yeah, I do like these rebreather pieces. I gotta get more of those. They are very nice for sci-fi figs. So yeah, next dude. This is a basic jump trooper. Yep, just an assault marine. Got his chain sword. He's got a pistol. No painting. I do need to paint this guy, but I gotta find where my Space Marine decals went. Oh, it's really only this guy and the plasma gunner that need decals. But yeah, he's basic, kind of grizzled veteran sergeant guy. And that's my design for the jump packs, which, you know, works pretty well for minifigs. Eventually, I might have to build like a full fig scale Astartes, but that'd be like a mini build, and I'm not terribly good with mechs, but we'll see. And then the final figure here is my Force Commander. He is my favorite because he's got his gold armor, his fancier. He's got the thunder hammer, little cape. It's also got his little stand, so it looks like he's launching towards the enemy, so that's cool. I do not have a name for him, but, you know, he's cool. He has killed many enemies in Brick Wars, and he has also been squashed a few times, but that is the roll of the dice. So, yeah, I do like how he turned out. He just looks very Force Commander-y. So let's take a look at the Dreadnought, because I'm quite happy with how this thing turned out. Not quite centered in the camera, but who cares? So this was made, hold on, I gotta adjust the chair. There we go, okay. This one was made probably 10 years ago now. And you know, I don't keep a lot of my mocks together that long, but I like this one enough because it just looks so nice. So I did use decals, and I sealed those on there with some modeling clear coat. The decal on that one messed up a little, so I tried to touch it up, but you know, whatever. That's just plasma fire, yeah. So he has a standard close combat Dreadnought Force weapon with some claw fingers. It can rotate here. There's a flamer underslung to torch the enemies of the Imperium. So you can grab them, squish them, eviscerate them, and then torch them at the same time. It's great. Good range of motion there, you know, as much as an actual, like, Dreadnought would have, because they're not that posable. But the waist does turn. The legs on this one do not, because I built this before I came up with how to do the posable legs like on my Chaos Dreadnought. I might eventually revisit this one, but I do like how that it just makes it sturdier and easier to move around as a toy or, you know, on the Brick Wars field. So his second weapon is an assault cannon, which is a fine weapon, especially if you've seen the neat cinematic for Dawn of War, because that was just a nice scene. I used a bit of tank tread to kind of simulate the ammo belt going into the box there. The barrel can spin is made out of a bunch of little Technic bits. Little banner under here. Yeah. Oh, finger fell off. Get back on there. Get back on there. There you go. Don't fall apart. The Emperor is watching. Got a little banner up there because, you know, the Imperium does like their skulls. I don't know whose that is. It's just, you know, it's up there. Got smoke launchers up here. The power plant back here is not as much detail as I'd like on the back, but this is a much older build that I've revisited a couple times and updated. I mean, I can't think of much that I would do. I don't actually have a Dreadnought model in my Games Workshop collection to look at, but I might eventually try to add more detail. I guess just a sticker on this would help. Like those two curved pieces. Now to think about it, I do need those for something else though. So yeah, and since it is Brick Wars, we need pilots. So there's some controls, and on the inside there's an entombed warrior to pilot the vehicle to victory. It's Barbossa in a spacesuit pretty much. Oh yeah, that's where I put that head. I forgot. I did not have a use for that figure because I just wanted normal Barbossa. So yeah, that is my Space Marine Dreadnought. Oh yeah, the feet are a little posable. If you want to do that, and then the toes can move. So yeah, that was my Adeptus Astartes. Thank you for watching. There will be more videos coming. And as always, have a good day. Praise the Emperor, for he is watching. He knows your secrets.